and that's in Job also. So he's trying to establish various areas in the Hebrew Bible that talks about this divine assembly and how these specific terms are also found in the Ugaritic materials, because Ugaritic was just northwest of northeast of Israel by 100 miles or so. It was the entire area. It was the entire Fertile Crescent that had this worldview of the Council of the Gods. I mean, this is the way it was. Oh, and then he goes into the meeting place of the Council of the Gods is the mountain of El, and the mountain, how it's tied in with Zion, which is kind of interesting, and the sanctuary of Yahweh. The mountain of God is tied in with Eden, interestingly, with the garden of God. David Blackaboy has some fantastic ideas on Adam as being a member of the Council of the Gods in his discussion with Heiser in the Farms Review there. I believe it was 2007, I think. So anyway, Yahweh gave the law to Israel at Sinai in the presence of the heavenly host. Now see, this is Deuteronomy 33, 1 and 2. He was in the presence of the heavenly host, and Israel on the ground had gathered at the foot of Sinai as the counterpart of the heavenly host. When God gave the law to Israel, then the earthly host reflected the heavenly host, and they all joined in the council. It's one great big meeting. Very, very interesting there. And then the domed tent of El, the imagery of the domed tent with the tabernacle. And it was a copy of the heavenly tent. It was a divine house. It was always near water, the waters of life, the tree of life, so on and so forth. This is the menorah, the famous symbolism of the menorah. And then, of course, the tent motifs are also transferred to Mount Zion. I'm on page 36 now. This is 34, 35, 36. Anyway, I'm trying to go like crazy. I'm trying to get to something else, but all of this stuff is really good. Oh, well, page 37. Here we go. Where have you heard me say this before? He says, the ruling council was composed entirely of El and his spouse and their offspring. It says that on page 37. Where have I said that before? In my biblical background videos, haven't I? Well, now I can add Michael Heiser to that concept also. This is a family gathering, which is the Council of the Gods. Boy, I mean, Michael Heiser now. And it's a strictly ranked hierarchy with El and his wife, Atharat, as inhabiting the highest tier of the pantheon. And El was the highest king of the series of kings. Joseph Smith said the head god of the gods. Okay, well, that's how Frank Moore Cross discusses El, the meaning of El. And then, of course, the second tier is composed of the royal children. So there's the tier there. Oh, man, that was on page 38. The father of the gods. He's talking about the different tiers now. He's getting through the different tiers. Oh, well, the second tier. I'm on page 41 here. I'm trying to go fast because I'm running out of tape. If you can't understand me, watch the tape a couple times. Sorry. Very unprofessional here, isn't it? Well, okay, I'll slow down. The second tier in the Hebrew Bible is marked, interestingly enough, by the identification of the members of the divine council as divine family members or sons of God. See, they take that literally. I mean, seriously, we are talking. This is not imagery. I mean, it is imagery, but this is not metaphor. This is not metaphor. We are talking God. The Father, El, Mother, Atharat, and they sire 70 sons. And those 70 sons are the Council of the Gods. I mean, they are called the Bene Elohim. This is the sons of God. This is in the Hebrew Bible. Deuteronomy 32, it's in Job, it's in Zechariah, it's in the Psalms, it's in Isaiah. It's pretty amazing. So, and the Hebrew Bible refers to these divine beings as stars. And that's in, I just saw this. The Hebrew Bible refers to these as stars in Job 38:7. He calls them the Kokavi Boker, the morning stars. And this is parallel to the Bene Elohim, the sons of God. And it's paralleled in Isaiah 14:13, the Kokavi El, the stars of God, which is parallel to the Bene Elohim, which is the sons of God. This is Heiser on page 41. 226. He's referencing to Simon B. Parker, the sons of the gods. It's absolutely fascinating. Absolutely incredible. Stars in parallel. Yeah, so he brings in Job and Isaiah. More Isaiah. Isaiah 14 in this instance and not Isaiah 40. See, it's all over the Hebrew Bible. This is what Heiser is establishing. I am truly close to running out of time on this particular video, so I'm going to show you one more item that is too good to lose. So pay attention. Okay. Jacob's dream, Jacob's ladder, the Sulam, that he saw the angels coming up and down and back and forth on the ladder. He saw Yahweh on top and the angels, the Malachim, they were traveling back and forth. Well, Heiser notes that Genesis 35:7, I wrote this out, Genesis 35:7, the Ha-Elohim in Genesis 35:7, the plural Ha-Elohim of Genesis 35:7 also appeared to Jacob in this theophanic vision. The Ha-Elohim are the subject of the verb niglu. Niglu is plural. This shows that the Ha-Elohim is plural. The council of the gods also visited Jacob in his vision of the ladder. I can't help it. I like that. That is so interesting. See, this is the fun of learning the Hebrew, isn't it? I mean, when you have the plural verb equal to the plural noun, the Elohim niglu, they're both plural. And these Elohim also appeared to Jacob. The council of the gods, the Ha-Elohim. So, anyway, that's one final wrap-up. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone give the Hebrew of Genesis 35:7 like Heiser did. I looked this niglu up in the Baumgartner-Kohler bilingual dictionary, the German and English dictionary, and I looked it up in Gesenius, and I looked it up in the Halot and the BDB, and so on and so forth. It's plural. I mean, these are the gods that appeared to Jacob. I found it, my Masoretic text. This is the Kohlenberger interlinear of the Masoretic text. Genesis 35:7 with the Ha-Elohim and the Niglu. Let me see if I can read this to you. Vayivein Sham Mizbeach. Now, it says there he built an altar. He's had his vision, and so he built this altar, see? This Mizbeach. Vayikra lemakom el bait el ki sham niglu elav. He built there an altar, and he called the place the Beit El, the house of God, because God was revealed. Now, the very interesting thing is, niglu, God was revealed there. Now, it's interesting how El, the Beit El, the El Bait El, ki sham niglu. The verb here is translated as they were revealed. It's a plural verb. Elav ha-Elohim. The gods were revealed to him there. Fascinating. Utterly fascinating. So that's the Hebrew text of Genesis 35:7. Council of the gods visited Jacob on the ladder. Have you ever heard that before? See, it's insights like that Heiser has all throughout his dissertation. And now that I've done a few more videos, I got to shut it off here now because I'm going to run out of time, and then I'm going to look like a dope for not having a very good professional ending. So, for a professional ending, let me tell you this. I love studying the Hebrew Scriptures. You get so much more out of the Hebrew Scriptures than you do from the English translation. There is absolutely no comparison. None. This is just one sample. In the Hebrew, this means a whole lot different than you'll ever get, even if you memorize the English. Get to the Hebrew, man. If you can, get to the Hebrew. I know I've been trying to teach a little bit of Hebrew, and I'm trying to share some Hebrew with you on the Council of the Gods idea and all, but